Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the NASCAR Panasonic Road Course Cup Series here from Phoenix International Raceway. We're here today to run the longest race of the year in lap terms. The only other race that we run 35 laps at are the New Hampshire Road Course race and the Long Beach race at the end of the year, and the Toronto race. Okay, there's more races of this 35 lap thing than I thought there were. Whoops. So, we get ready to run the first 35 lap race this season. It's time we take a look through your starting lineup here at Phoenix International Raceway, presented by Geico. Starting on the pole today is first time starter Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon took the pole right out from under the nose of the 98 car in Gatlin Downey. Gatlin Downey again starting second 2 weeks in a row. Downey will start second in that number 98 machine. Starting third is number 48, Roger Ray. Roger Ray posted the fastest time in the first round of qualifying and the third fastest time in the final round of qualifying. And right alongside of him is John Morris. John Morris was the fastest driver in the second round of qualifying. So he will start fourth today because that's where he was in the last round. Starting in fifth is the number 42, Chuck Wilson. Wilson, who has had an interesting points year, had two good races to start the season. Well, the first race was good until pit wall, and then the second race was decent, and the third race was alright, the fourth race was alright. So he's looking to have another good race today as he's qualified inside the top 10 and currently 10th in points. Jason Larker had an amazing run last week, which helped him out in points big time, getting him inside the top 10 in points. Jason Larker again qualifies in the top 10 today and is looking for another good run to get him in the word for a championship battle. In sixth today is Chase Dunbar. Chase Dunbar is having a very bad season, currently 25th in points, but that doesn't mean he can't turn around. We have 18 races to go coming into this weekend, so Dunbar is looking to autocorrect his season. Carson is in eighth. Wayne Carson, who coming into last week had a very bad season going along, but had a good finish, got some momentum going here, gets another good start today. He's looking to do well today, and hopefully do well. He's currently 23rd in points, and hopefully he can move up further in points. In ninth is Patrick Smith. Smith is, again, at the bottom of the barrel in points, was looking to improve. So was Roger Ray. Fell back when the race started last week. When he started inside the top 10, Patrick Smith fell back last week. When that happened, looking to do good. And last week's dominant car, Terry Lee, currently second in points, closest to points leader Ryan Newman. Terry Lee looking to have another good run today. When last week he dominated. He won everything. Obviously he won't be doing that today because he didn't win the pole. But that doesn't mean he can't lead a lot of laps and still win the race. He's starting 10th, but let's see what he can do. And in 11th is your championship leader, Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman has about a 60-point lead over Terry Lee, and he currently, remember, Ryan Newman made it into the top 10 of qualifying every race all the way up until this race. This is the first time he has not made it in. Qualified 11th. Missed it by 8 1/1000ths of a second. Looking to maybe keep the momentum alive. Hopefully that didn't just kill some of it. Derek Hamill starts in 12th. In 13th is Rico Farrell. And in 14th is Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Fitzwater currently 5th in points, one of our championship top 5, who we're going to talk about in this race quite a bit probably. Fitzwater currently over 100 points out of the points lead, but Newman falls back, wrecks out in this race, something happens to him, he could be the championship points leader. 14 drivers came to this points weekend with a chance to take the points lead. We'll find out what happens. Clint Boyer starts 15th, 16th. Jay McMurray, who's currently 3rd in points, he's looking to make an intrusion into the points lead there, as 3rd through 5th are within 5 points of one another. McMurray is currently only 120 points out of the points lead. He's looking to maybe make some more inroads into that today. Carter Friesen, another champ. It's going to take a whole entire another minute and a half to get around to start finish line to go green flag racing. Carter Friesen, another driver who is very close He's in the championship 5. He's looking to make a roads into the championship run today. Atlanta Dotson is in 18th. 19th, Daniel Newton. You see Matt Otten there. Connor Hurley, Chris Asbury, Regan Smith, Brad Keselowski, Nick Campbell, Sebastian Coles, Brady Furl, number 28 in OMBR, Steve Larker, and Eric Benson round out your field. That is your starting lineup here today from Phoenix International Raceway. 35 laps these drivers will take around this track. Expected time they'll need to pit is somewhere in between lap 20 to 25. That's the estimated amount of time they can go on gasoline around this track. We'll have to see how far they'll push it, how far they'll push to the limit, and what cautions could possibly play into the change up fuel strategy. 35 laps. The most laps we'll run in a race this year, and we're getting ready to go green flag racing for all of them. Maybe even some more if we have a late race caution. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Austin Dillon leads him down. Dillon leads him in the 1. Ray in second there. Ray looking to get that first place position there. He's on the inside of Dillon, as these guys are 2 and 3, maybe even 4 wide back there. And now John Morris jumps up in there now. But Dillon pulls out. Morrison third, Downey in second. All these drivers right there. And battling. Oh, wow. Wilson starting to fall back a little bit as Larker gets on the inside of him. Now Larker looking on the inside of Carson there. Ooh, gets close. As now Wilson looks to get back on the inside of him. This is a hard left-hander here to get back onto the actual racetrack here. And give that back to Wilson. Side by side, 38-44, your last 2 winners in the series. With Hamill winning at Indianapolis and Lee winning at Las Vegas. So we come up to see who's your leader after lap 1. Of course, it is the number 3. Number 98's in second. Morrison third. Ray in fourth. Rounding out top 5 is Wayne Carson. 6th is Chuck Wilson. 7th is Jason Larker looking. As we come around here, the camera angle is going to be a little meh today. Sorry about that. That's the way the track is. Dunbar in 11th right now. Tracking there. 12th is Patrick Smith. 13th is Newman, your points leader. With, ooh, look at that. Oh, gets a little loose right there as McMurray looks under him for that 13th place position. So we come through back onto the racetrack here. McMurray dives it in there. McMurray makes a move. Wow, McMurray just dove bomb him. And looks like Newman's going to be able to keep it on the outside of him at the moment. And Newman keeps that position. Okay, we're not in the right area. They come back around here to complete the second lap. Still green flag. As we take a look here. Downey, Morris, Ray, Carson, Wilson, Larker, Lee, Hamill, and Fitzwater are all your top 10. Your top 10 starts to single file out a little bit. As Dunbar's right there. And here's Newman looking here. This is possibly some of the tightest battles we have on the track right now. That's Newman. Our points leader looking towards trying to get around that 12th place driver, Patrick Smith, but can't seem to get up to him in that corner right there. We'll go back here. Go a little bit deeper. There's Hurley, your 9th place points driver, looking to try and get under 16 Otten. And Boyer, who started 15th, all the way back to 19th. Wow. Bad run for him. Friesen back to 21st. Wow. Newton back to 22nd. Asbury and Campbell, Larker. We'll get that camera better. Brady Furl, 26th, 27th MBR, 28th Coles, 29th is Eric Benson. Running out that field is Keselowski back to 30th. As you see now, wow, look at these lap times. Just blazing because I think of the way the shade is coming to the track here. It's gotten cooler. Or in qualifying, we had a hot, slick racetrack, I believe at almost 100 degrees. As these guys are having very fast lap times right now, faster in qualifying. As Ray's in 4th. 5th is Carson. 6th is Wilson. These guys are all spaced out as we complete the 4th lap here. Looking at everybody just settling in and just driving for the long haul. Seems to be. Remember, these guys will have to make at least one pit stop. There's your first side-by-side battle. Cole's going on the 28 here. And here it is. 26th place position here. And the 28 keeps it. Dylan's still leading. He's actually getting close to lapping these guys as they're down there. And they're almost getting ready to come up on him here. As Ray is currently in 4th here. That last time by, it looked like Downey gained a little bit on Dylan. This time by, complete lap 5. Dylan will have a... Ooh, yep. Put some time back on him here. Except Morris gains time there. Ray turned his fastest lap that time by. That corner right there is a lot like the corner we just saw right there that comes down off the in front of the pit lane there. It's a lot like the corner at Las Vegas, where it goes onto the apron of turns 1 and 2 of the actual oval here. And it's a very slick, interesting corner. It's very dangerous, as in it's very hard for these drivers to control around, but it makes the racing entertaining. These guys have gotten into a single car freight train. We take a look here at Gatlin Downey and our helicopter camera, or our drone camera, what the heck you want to call it. As Dylan leads. That time by, Dylan gains more time on the people behind him. And I think as we're 6 laps in, there's Kozlowski there. 6 laps in, I think we're going to take a short commercial break. Stay tuned, we're going to have more racing here from... We're going to have more racing from Phoenix when we come back. Don't go anywhere. It's NASCAR non-stop. Hello and welcome back to the NASCAR Panasonic Road Course Cup Series. Live, or here from, not live, I'm not live streaming this, you idiot. Here from the grueling 1.55 mile racetrack in the infield of Phoenix International Raceway. Looks like we have some swerve marks right there as we're coming around the complete lap 9. I wonder if we have a caution. Do we have a caution? As these guys train around here, they chug along. 48 Ray, your leader. Well, and your 4th place runner, yes. The 3 is your leader, taking away points from these drivers who are really running hard for that championship. But also, the 3 is also trying to make it into the championship run. If he can get himself in the top 25, as we see, as we are still green, he can get himself a permanent ride. As long as he keep himself in the top 25. See these guys all just take a look where your points leader is. Newman back to 16th. Newman with rear end damage. Ryan Newman has rear end damage. Your points leader, Ryan Newman. Championship implications here at Phoenix International Raceway, as Ryan Newman has some rear end damage. I wonder who is anybody else he has rear end damage with. No, maybe could have been a battle right there. Maybe that's where I'm starting to connect the dots to where possibly how those swerve marks right there we're passing by right now could have been developed from. The 83 of Patrick Smith, the 31 of Newman got together, spun sideways, backed it into the wall. Whatever the difference is, they're still out there racing. Newman looks to still be up to speed. As we'll take a look at where your championship top 5 are. Your championship 5. Here we go. So coming into this race, Ryan Newman was your points leader. Ryan Newman was your points leader. So we'll take a look at Ryan Newman as we saw where he was. Currently in 16th place position. Not having a very good day. This possibly is the worst race of the year for him so far. As he is running currently... If he finished there, that'd be the worst finishing position for him of the year. Your 2nd place points runner Terry Lee up in 8th place. This could be a huge day for Terry Lee. If he continues to run where he is, he could make a huge erosion into Newman's point lead, maybe even take the points lead. I don't really know how many points. Let's see. 8th, 130, 16th, 95. He would make a 35-point lead, 35-point inroad into it here. And not to mention the other 5 points he would erode into it. So 40 points he would roll into it. It would be almost a 20-point lead left from Newman. Anyway, in 3rd place, Jamie McMurray. Up in 12th, another driver who could gain some points on Newman. He's running higher than him right now, and 3rd place in points could get him. But someone who isn't running higher, all the way back in 21st, is your 4th place points runner, Carter Friesen. Not having a very good day here. He's hoping to maybe get some fortune here and move up in the standings in this race. But currently, all the way back, sunken in 21st place position in this field. So we're about halfway through, getting ready to do some pit stops here. And we'll go up to the number, our 5th place points runner, which is Zachary Fitzwater Sr., your 10th place runner right at this moment. He would gain about 30, I believe he would gain 25 points on Newman today, as of where they run right now. So he'd be within 100 points of Newman. So that would be a big day for him, as the field has just started to really spread out here, as Austin Dillon is just putting them to sleep here. 3rd and 4th are the closest drivers right now. Make it maybe 4th and 5th and 6th. As Chuck Wilson looking on the 4 of Kevin Harvick. These drivers coming around now. Oh, man. 42 tried to get on the outside, and the 19 was almost jumped on top of him. Man. Let's take a look as we move up here. Galen Downey, who was 25th in points last week, moved up to 19th in points after last week, and is looking to move up even more with another 2nd place run. You see, these guys are falling back here. Nearly 3.5 seconds, but we're about halfway through a fuel run. Maybe a little bit more, if anything. Oh, as Patrick Smith is pitted. Could that trigger people coming down? Oh, maybe this could be actually a strategy for Patrick Smith. Short pit. Come out here, gain time on these guys with the fresher tires. And maybe, just maybe, he hopes this race go green all the way. He can make it the rest of the way. And maybe win the race. We'll have to find out, as he's the one who has that rear damage. Newman in 16th as of this moment. He's come around here. Maybe that was possible damage repairs. But Austin Dillon stays out for yet another lap to lead lap 14. Downey stays out. All these guys, they're in their window. If they pit it now, they can make it the whole entire way, probably. Because they only have to go 20 laps. They can make it 20, 25 laps on gas here. Let's see, anybody in the back possibly going to pit? I'm looking. Doesn't look like anybody's pitting in this scruffle here. As it looks like Austin Dillon is just laying a smack into this field right now. Picking him up, putting him down. See him come around this corner here. Back onto this straightaway. Gatlin Downey right there. But it is just, he's pulled away. Let's talk about Roger Ray for a minute. How about that? Roger Ray, someone who has had a very, very rough season. Currently in the 29th in points right now. Lowest driver out of full-time drivers right now. And really looking to maybe pick up on what's happened to him. He's qualified good last week, fell back. Hoping to qualified good this week. Hoping to make inroads into maybe getting a better points position. So Roger Ray currently in 4th as we're through 15 to 35 laps. Good job for him. As we see Chuck Wilson, Jason Larker, Terry Lee, Derek Hamill, who had that 1-2 finish, was teammate a couple weeks ago. He currently sits tied for 7th in points with Connor Hurley coming into this race. Well, this race weekend, I don't know what they looks like now that they're with the qualifying. I haven't done qualifying points. Zachary Fitzwater in 10th, currently 5th in points. Chase Dunbar, another driver, hasn't had that good of a year. And G. McMurray, having a good points day. Well, if Austin Dillon wins, he will be the 5th driver to win this year, as no one has won twice. Gatlin Downey never hasn't won yet this year. Neither is John Morris, Roger Ray, Wayne Carson, Chuck Wilson, Jason Larker. The highest running driver who's already won, Terry Lee, and right behind him is another high driver who's already won, Derek Hamill. Then we have to go back to Jay McMurray to find another winner, and the winner at the beginning of the year, Ryan Newman. But right now, it's the Austin Dillon show. It's all Austin Dillon. He won the pole, and he's trying to lead every single lap, just like last week. Can it be done again? Well, we're gonna have to find out through pit stops. We didn't have those last week. We're gonna have them today, though. Because we're probably within 5 to 10 laps of pit stops. While this race is going on, let's take a look at that incident with the 31 of Ryan Newman and the 23 and the 83. So let's find out how it happened here. Let's see here. I think it's this next lap. Yep, right there. Yep, so we'll find out right here. Newman comes in on this outside. Oh, just bangs off of him and just backs it into the wall. Wow, I'm surprised that didn't bring out a caution. That was some hard impacts. Either way. Just bang. Just hangs up on his wheel well. Newman error on his part. And he just spins around backwards and crunches up his rear end. Does the same thing for Patrick Smith. No room for error here. And Newman, you see him right now, currently in 16th place. Oh! Gatlin Downey down pit lane. Pit stops underway here for Gatlin Downey. Oh, man. We have to see who's going to pit now, as that moves everybody up position. And Gatlin Downey's the first one to pit. We'll have to see if that triggers anybody else to come down pit lane, as Downey was the first one to come down of our front runners. We'll have to see what happens here. Will Austin Dillon or anybody else pit this time by? Austin Dillon comes around. Will he be looking for that pit lane entrance this time by? Yes, he will be. Austin Dillon coming down pit lane. He's coming. Is anybody else coming? John Morris will not come. He will break up the dominance by Austin Dillon today by leading another. No, wait. No, Austin Dillon led that lap. John Morris still second. Third, Roger Ray. Fourth, Wayne Carson. Fifth, Chuck Wilson. Sixth, Jason Larker. Seventh, Terry Lee. Eighth. So no one else in the top 10 pitted. So we come back up to John Morris. Will Morris come in and pit this time by? Looks like we have some Morris swerve marks there. Or no, it's the same area. I just didn't have a different camera angle. As Morris comes around. Will John Morris pit this time by on lap 20? We are getting close to that fuel window. I guess these guys just couldn't wait any longer. As in a simulation I ran, see how long it would take these guys to pit, so I didn't sound like a completely inept jackass. They pitted between laps 20 and 25. And here comes Morris. Is he coming? Oh, I saw him slowing down for a second. I guess not. Morris doesn't come. Ray doesn't come. Yeah, no, these guys aren't going to pit. Oh, but Larker, Lee, Hamill, Fitzwater all come down. But most of these guys stay out. Newman comes down. Boyer, Smith stays out. Carter Friesen stays out. Daniel Newton stays out. Asbury comes in. Campbell comes in. Furl comes in. MBR stays out. Coles stays out. Austin Dillon and all these drivers. Benson down. And right now, John Morris leading the field here. Still hasn't made a pit stop. We'll see this time by if Morris will make a pit stop. Coming around now. This is lap 21. We only have 14 to go when we come back to the line this time by. This is getting some valuable points for John Morris. Oh, he's slowing down now. I think he's coming in. Is he? Yes, he's slowing down. He's coming down pit lane. Here comes Morris. Here comes Ray. Here comes Carson. Here comes Wilson. Dunbar. McMurray. Dotson. I think everybody else is coming in now. This is everybody else's stop now. Everybody's coming in. It's just a party down pit lane now. Yes. And I think your new leader, I think he's a lap down now. Is he a lap down? Yes, never mind. I didn't think it was going to be him. But here comes Austin Dillon back out to the lead, having a demanding lead over John Morris now. I mean, it's just grown even larger now. I'm really surprised we haven't had a caution yet, because in the simulation I ran, we had 8 of them. And I was like, dear God. And I toned it down just a little bit. And I still had 6. I was like, well, screw it. This race must have a lot of wrecks. I'm horrendously surprised we haven't had any more wrecks. As it looks like John Morris got around Gatlin Downey. So move John Morris up to second. Gatlin Downey back to third. Austin Dillon, John Morris, Gatlin Downey, Roger Ray still in fourth. Chuck Wilson got around the 4 car into those stops. And Jason Larker stays in 6th. 7th is Terry Lee. He got around. Oh, Dunbar moved up. Wow. Fitzwater fell back quite a ways. Dotson fell back quite a ways. Furrow, I think, is in the same spot. Otten's in the same spot. Let's see what these guys are once pit stop. Once everything's all worked out. These guys come around now. I think the 3 will be coming up to lap the 83 here in a second. Yeah, as they come around here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Yeah, man, Fitzwater fell back. Where's your championship points leader now? Oh, wow. It's back to 24th. Newman all the way back outside the top 20 with that rear end damage. He may be coming out of this race without a points lead, because Terry Lee is in 8th. 24th only awards you 66 points, where 8th awards you 130. So subtract that. 64 points gained. Newman would be having, so 64 points gained. I mean, that would erode Newman's points lead to nearly nothing. As we come around here. 64 points. I would tell you how big of a thing that is, but I found my calculator. Let me tell you that while we're coming around here. And then we're going to take a short commercial break before we take you the rest of the way green flag. So, Newman would be coming out of this race right now with a 1-point lead. He only has a 1-point lead right now. That's how close it is coming out of this race, possibly. And with that, think about that for a second. Austin Dillon leads, Chuck Wilson in second. We're going to take our final NASCAR non-stop commercial break before we take you the rest of the way. Green flag, non-stop, no matter what. So, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. More racing here we're going to have more racing here from Phoenix as Austin Dillon leads. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to Phoenix International Raceway. We have just 9 laps to go. Been an absolutely clean race today. No cautions, only one off excursion with your points leader, which caused huge championship implications. As you take a look at Terry Lee, who is only 1 point away. If he moves up 1 position in this race, he'll take the points lead. If he gains any more points than where he is right now, or Newman falls back from 24th, which I believe Newman did. So now Newman fell back to 25th now. Terry Lee has this points lead by about 2 points, maybe even less than that. This is how close it is already. And we're only 5 races through the season. So things are getting interesting. As Austin Dillon leads. John Morrison second. Third, Gatlin Downey. Fourth, Roger Ray. Fifth, Chuck Wilson. Sixth, Jason Larker. Seventh, Wayne Carson. Eighth, Terry Lee. Ninth, Chase Dunbar. 10th, Derek Hamill. 11th, Jamie McMurray. 12th, Zachary Fitzwater. 13th, Landon Dotson. 14th, Rico Furl. 15th, Matt Otten. 16th, Connor Hurley. 17th, Clint Boyer. 18th, Carter Friesen. 19th, Chris Asbury. 20th, Steve Larker. 21st, Nick Campbell. 22nd, Daniel Newton. 23rd, Noah MBR. 24th, Brady Furl. 25th, Ryan Newman. 26th, Eric Benson. 27th, Sebastian Coles. 28th, Regan Smith. 29th, Brad Kozlowski. And rounding out your top 30, running out the field, is Patrick Smith. There is your whole entire field. With coming around the 7 laps to go, it has been a dominant day again by Austin Dillon. This race has been absolutely dominant by him. Only 7 laps left. It's been run clean. It's been run nice. And it's been run good. John Morris gaining on him a little bit that time by, but I mean, I don't know if he could really gain very much here. It's been a dominant day for him. I mean, he gained 4/10 that time by. You need to gain a lot in 7 laps because he's 2.5 seconds back. But where is Patrick Smith? Patrick Smith all the way up in front of Austin Dillon. I don't think that'll become an issue, really. These guys come around. Been a very, very clean race today. It's Austin Dillon's 6 laps to go. He has had a dominant performance today. Again, the pole sitter dominates the day, like last week. As, again, John Morris cut a little bit into the lead. But again, it was only about 2/10 with 6 laps to go. He would need to make a large erodes into that point, into that lead, if he were wanting to do anything. Ryan Newman settled in the 25th place. Currently not having the points lead, as the number 38 has it right now, but he's holding on desperately to that 8th place position. If he loses that 8th place position, he will lose the points lead and be about 3 points back. Terry Lee. Chase Dunbar behind him here. But Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon. Sorry about that. If he wins here, he probably will be back next week unless something absurd happens. As that time by 6/10 cut into the lead there by John Morris. 5 laps to go. Still a 1.5 back though. As even though it's 0.6 of a second, he needs to get there. Then he needs to pass him. Gatlin Downey gained a little bit on that time by as well. Roger Ray in 4th. 5th, Chuck Wilson. 6th, Jason Larker. 7th, move back now. Move Jason Larker up to 6th. Wayne Carson back to 7th. Terry Lee in 8th. 9th, running our top 10, Derek Hamill. Everybody's spaced out, looking like everyone's going to run clean to the finish here. Unless something absurd happens. Oh! They're going to pit again! They're going to pit again! What in the world? First, second, third, and Roger Ray's your leader with 4 laps to go. Why would you pit now? You could have made it to the finish. Chip, oh my lord! Roger Ray takes the lead when the leaders pit. Why did the top 3 pit? Why? Why would you pit? Huge turn of events here at Phoenix here with under 5 laps to go. As Roger Ray's your new leader with just under 5 laps to go. Now the question is, will he pit? Anyone in their right mind wouldn't at this point. I mean, you made it 20 laps earlier in the race and you only have to run 15 more. Why would you want to pit? Ray just praying no cautions. And I don't know, maybe caution is out. Oh my god. Huge turn of events here. We might be going to overtime when we come back to 3 laps to go. It's going to be overtime or a one lap shootout. Oh my God, what has happened in this race? One lap can change everything. One lap could change everything. It looks like I don't even know what's happened. Roger Ray's your leader. Chuck Wilson's in second. Jason Larker in third. Terry Lee's up to fourth now. Chase Dunbar in fifth, sixth, seventh, blah, blah, blah. There you go. Okay, we're going to take a look back at this caution. We'll review this in just a second. Because I don't even know what the hell's going on. Who would pit at that time? This is a huge turn of events here. We're going to find out what brought out this caution. Oh, right there. Oh, John Morris! Dominic Carr, one of the Dominic Cars, and Nick Campbell get together. Oh my God, why did I do that? Lap 31. So John Morris comes down pit lane. He stops. He just got a splash of gas, and just comes out onto the track right in front of the 24. 24 had nowhere to go, and just spun him right out. And that causes a caution. Dear God. So we're going to have a 2-lap of either a 1-lap shootout or a 2-lap to go overtime start, which is going to be an interesting turn of events here. So that's what brought out the caution, a spin. As all these guys stop. Come back around here. These guys still zinging around the track. Oh, wait. What happened to these guys? What happened? What happened to Roger Ray? Did he pit? Did he pit? Oh, heavy damage by Chuck Wilson. And yes, they did pit. So all these guys pit, and coming off the track, I guess they had to check up, and Wilson didn't know about it. Oh yeah, Wilson didn't know about it and just rear ends him and just destroys the front end of his car. So now Logan Smith pits. So now Austin Dillon, I think, has evolved back around to your leader. I don't know. We're gonna have to see what it's like when they come back around here. As I do not believe we'll be going green. No, we're going to be going into overtime. We'll go into an overtime attempt at a restart here. As Austin Dillon's your leader, Galen Downey, I believe, will be second. After a spin, John Morris will be third. Wayne Carson will be fourth. Fifth will be Roger Ray. So still there. Chuck Wilson, I don't know if they'll bang out the hood or something. They have to come out on pit road and repair that or something. Either way, they're going to be able to make repairs on it under the red flag and 5-minute break for overtime. They'll make repairs to that. Brad Keselowski plays pit strategy. He's up to 6th. Oh my gosh. He was in last this whole entire race, and he's going to be in 6th, I think. Oh no, he's coming down pit lane. He's coming down pit lane now for some reason. I don't know why he's coming down pit lane. Maybe he got some radiator damage when he rear-ended somebody. Terry Lee's going to stay out. He's going to be gaining a few positions here. And coming around now, yes, we're going to be having a green-white checkered shootout, an overtime shootout. Austin Dillon's going to be your leader. Gatlin Downey second. John Morris third. Wayne Carson fourth. Fifth, Roger Ray. Sixth, Terry Lee. Seventh will be Jason Larker. Eighth will be Derek Hamill. Ninth, as these guys stop on the track again. I don't know why they do this. Oh, we got a spinner. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Okay, we won't pay attention to that because that's all going to be resetting the freaking restart because of just idiocy. So yeah, so we'll be back. We'll have everything organized and figured out for the green-white checkered first attempt at a green-white checkered shootout. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're here for our first attempt at a green-white checkered finish, where we finish this race under green flag conditions. First attempt of unlimited attempts, as Austin Dillon is still your leader. Gatlin Downey's in second. John Morris in third. Fourth is Wayne Carson. Fifth is Roger Ray. Sixth is Terry Lee. He's moved up. Seventh is Jason Larker. Eighth is Derek Hamill. Ninth is, 10th is Chase Dunbar. Ninth is Jay McMurray. And so far and so forth. We're going to get up here to the front because let me tell you what. We're pacing around to get ready to do this here. These guys are going to be aggressive, and this is going to be interesting, all right? The track, the sun has come out. The heat's coming back out on this facility after it's been cloudy all day. It's hot now, and it's going to be interesting as we're getting ready to run 2 laps to try and see if we can finish this race off. How much will this race change in these 2 laps? Let's find out. Gatlin Downey wants to try and get around the number 3 of Austin, who's been absolutely dominant all day. Wonky ass pit stops made this race confusing, but now we've got the field sorted out. We're back green flag racing with just 2 laps to go. Morris pushing the 3 down to the corner. He's going to make it 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide goes Morris, a power move. And now 4 wide, we have spinners in the back. 3 wide. They're beating and banging off one another. And Gatlin Downey to the lead. As the 3 falls back to 4th, here comes Wayne Carson now for a position now. Terry Lee's up here all of a sudden. They bang off on one another. Gatlin Downey's in the lead. As Austin Dillon falls back to 4th, Lee trying to get 2nd now as Gatlin pulls away. I believe we have a caution on track, so that means we'll get another attempt at a restart here. But nonetheless, getting the lead on that restart is vital. Do we have another caution? Yes, we do. We're going to have to make another attempt. This will be the first time we have a 2nd attempt at a green-white checkered start. But the field will be completely different now from what it was before. Gatlin Downey is your new leader. Gatlin Downey, Terry Lee, Wayne Carson, Austin Dillon, John Morris, Matt Otten, Zachary Fitzwater's up in the 7th. How is this? Oh my God, Ryan Newman up to 11th. Don't forget about this. This is just idiocity. This will be all buffed out. But just I'm confused. This race, it was so smooth, and then it just went down the crapper. Well, it didn't. Well, not down the crapper. It went down the confusion train. As we're going to take a look here at what causes caution, and then we'll see what the field looks like for our 2nd attempt at green-white checker restart. Oh my. They were way too aggressive, I guess, on that start. Way too aggressive down that first corner, that first slick corner. The pace car hadn't even gotten down the pit lane yet without the lights coming back on. Watch. I bet it didn't even drive. It just was like, yep. Now what caused this? Oh, 3-car incident here. With the 30 and the 24. Oh, we had another incident here. Oh my God, all jacked up is the 18. Oh my gosh. It was just a pile up as the 48 got spun out here. Oh yeah, we gotta take a look at this from a helicopter view. So yeah, John Morris went 3 wide. Power move, by the way. And the 19 was like, I'm going to make the same move here. I'm going to do the same thing as my teammate. Jason Larker puts that nose right in there. He wants more position. He wants points. He wants all this. They almost went 4 wide for lead up there. I'm realizing now. And he puts a nose in there. And the 48's like, no, not today. And wow, they were slamming on the brakes there already. I know that was even Larker's fault. It was just people piling in. And just a jam up as just people dug it in there. I mean, it looks like 8 or 9 cars were involved. Wow. Just a huge mess in the first corner. And look at that. Through all that, let's take a look at this power move here. How did the 3 fall back from 1st to 4th? Now, the thing is, so Downey was on the outside. Morris gets this huge run on the inside. The 4 bumps the 98, gives him a huge shot. And the 11 jumps that curve. And, oh, he nicked the 3. Oh, wow. And Morris lost a ton of position through all that as well. But now that doesn't mean that the 3 can't try and make a huge power move here as well. I mean, look at the 38. 38 moved up from like 6th to 2nd in that restart. Other than that, though. Oh, man, look at all the cars wrecked out. Actually, I don't know if these... I don't know if half those guys are wrecked out because of, because they were being idiots on the jam up. So I'll take a look at I'll have to review the footage really quickly, and we will see what happened, and we will come back for the 2nd restart. Okay, we're here. for the second attempt of a green-white checkered finish here. Gatlin Downey now your leader with Terry Lee on the inside there. Just let everybody know, all those drivers you saw that were retired near the end of the first attempt there. Let me just let you know. Let me tell you that all those guys were DNF'd. I went through all of them and I checked them all. They were all DNF'd because they all ran into the rear end of each other. So I put them all back on the track because that is the stupidity of them blocking up in turn 10. All right, I'm not gonna DNF people from that just because of that. All right. So they're all on the track. So we saw 30 cars on the track because it was just a bunch of spins. No one wrecked really in that big event down the corner there. Some roughed up fenders, some stuff like that, but no one had any hard damage where they couldn't come back on the track. So we still have people out there. Now they're all in the back of the field because of that, because they all did spin out. But we're getting ready to go green flag racing for another attempt at a green-white checker. Will we see another power move like we saw 11 try and do? Will we see maybe the 4 try something? Maybe we'll see the 3 try something. I don't know. The 98, though, he better be on his wits' ends to try and see if he can win this race. Terry Lee trying to win 2 in a row as well. We'll have to find out what happens as green flag waves. A second attempt at a green-white checker is underway. Here we go. And just Gatlin Downey just gapped the field right there. But here comes Wayne Carson on the inside. They bang! He slides up the track. Carson on the inside. They slam fenders. Coming around this corner now. Terry Lee in the advantage now. Looks like we had a spinner on the track there. Landon Dotson. Do we have a caution? I don't know. All I know is these guys are going to race like it's the last lap for sure. As here comes Terry Lee looking on Gatlin Downey. Terry Lee on the inside. No. Downey gets a good run off the corner. Coming down to the white flag. If we have a caution or not, I have no clue in the world. We'll see on these caution lights right here. Do we have a caution? Yes, we do. We're going for a third attempt. Gatlin Downey is going to have to hold the field off yet another attempt. As Allstill moves up to third. Wow. Oh, man, we have a nice battle here. Man, Connor Hurley's moved up. We'll have to see what caused this caution. Then we have to reset the field once again. As you see, Gatlin Downey, Terry Lee, and all these drivers, yeah, they're all going to jam up again. Just let it happen, and we'll reset it then. I mean, just a crazy. It's been a crazy end of this race. We're going for a third attempt at a green-white checker. I don't know why these guys can't decide to run clean for 2 laps. It's just not getting to him here, I guess. This pace car leads him around here. We'll take a look at what brung out this caution. What brung out this is we had a good clean 33 laps of this race, but now we're having a dirty final whatever how many laps into this race. It was extended to 37. Now it was extended to 39. Now it'll be extended to 41 laps. Jeez, we stayed caution clean all the way down. We got further than last time. Oh. Yeah, Landon Dotson, the only one who really spun out. How'd this happen? Oh, went off. Oh, god damn it. He looks like he went off the bumper of Knutson, Daniel Knutson. He comes right in here. Take a look at it from our camera here. And just, oh man, Newman was shoving him. Newman's like, get out of my way. I need to get points. Oh, yeah, all these guys were banging off each other. Look at those guys banging off one another. Just Dotson spinning off the track like that brung out a caution. That shouldn't have been a caution. Look at that. They're 4 wide in some areas here. How did they make it through this corner like this? What in Lord's name? How? Only one person spun out from this. Look at Coles. Holy smokes. He went trying to make it 5 wide. In a 3-lane track. What is this world come to? Oh, man. Anyway, we'll take a look at what happened here. We'll come back for another attempt. Okay. We're here for a third attempt at a green-white checkered restart. Gatlin Downey is again your leader, and Terry Lee is again there. And look who's coming to the fray. Matt Otten. He's up to 4th through all this. Still got some relatively similar front runners, except these guys are kind of closer. Chris Asbury's up inside the top 10 now. And let's take a look at where your points leader is. Oh, whoops, your points leader. He's up here now. He's up in nearly the top 10. So this has become literally insane now. This race has become crazy. I've been recording now for over an hour and 15 minutes now, trying to get this race done with. We'll have to see how many. This is our third attempt. This is the most attempts we ever had in the history of the NASCAR Panasonic Road Course Cup Series. So our third attempt, we only had 2 other overtimes in this series, and both of those only lasted 1 overtime. This one's going into its third. So we're going to have to see what happens here this time. As Gatlin Downey leads him down. Gatlin trying to win his first career race, and Terry Lee trying to win 2 in a row. Be huge in points and all that. Other than that, though, we're going to get ready to go green flag racing again for another 2 more laps. Will we see any more power moves on the inside line here coming into turn 1? Let's find out. Green flag in the air. 2 more laps to go here from Phoenix International Speedway, Raceway, whatever the hell it's called. As Gatlin pulls out the huge lead, but here comes the 3. The 3 was the dominant car all day, trying to get back to the inside of him. Terry Lee on the outside, though. We'll take a look here, and we have another spinner. Oh, God, we probably have another caution. Gosh, damn it. These drivers coming around. Terry Lee gets the lead back. Otten up to 3rd now. Up to 5th is Fitzwater, as Downey is yet pulling away yet again. As we come around here to complete this lap, I believe we have a caution on the track. We'll have to find out. That corner is just murder on drivers. Yes, we do have another caution. It looks like this 24 went around this time by. So as we take a look here, look at the 43. 43's moved up to that position already. And as he's, the 98 coming around now, you'll get the white flag. As we come around now, however, it is a caution. We're going to have to make our 4th attempt at a green-white checkered. Our 4th attempt. As now, ignore all this, ignore all this, ignore all this, ignore all of it, ignore all of it. As we'll take a look back and see what caused this caution. Oh, whoops, I need to do that with the pace car. What brought out this caution here? What did it? I'm assuming it's... Oh, wait, we made it a little bit further. Come on. We're making it a little bit further each time. Got right parked, and then caution came out. Alright, what? Oh my lord, the 44. Oh man, Newman involved, our championship points leader. Oh my gosh, this melee today. As they come into this corner again. Hamill in here, Steve Larker giving him a shot right there. Another shot. The 42 giving the 20 a shot. 20 goes to make it 3 wide, comes up on the track and just dumps the 44. Wow. Oh, the 22 gets clipped. The 31 has absolutely nowhere to go. It's just stuck up there. Looks like 31 didn't hit anything. Looks like nobody hit anything hard again. Just spun around. Yeah, everyone just spun around. So nobody again DNFs. So we stay green. So we don't stay green, but we have to do another attempt at a green-white checker. Attempt number 4. Hallelujah! Why am I here? Oh my God! What is happening? What is happening? What the hell? What the? This track is so broken with the rear-ending crap. Like, look at this. Look at this. Bam. Went under them. Went under them. Why did they do that? I've never seen that happen before, only in these attempts. Jeez, the 23's car is literally destroyed. Alright, well, we're going to go back to, we'll be back for another attempt. Okay, we're here to do our 4th attempt at a green-white checker restart here. Gatlin Downey and Terry Lee are still your top 2. Matt Otten's up to 3rd now. Austin Dillon's back to 4th. Zachary Fitzwater's in 5th. And Wayne Carson's in 6th. And this race has gotten so long. Holy smokes, this race. Hopefully these guys' aggression level eventually lowers. To where they're not as wrecky in the first corner. I think if we make it through the first corner, I think we'll be all right. I think we can make it to the rest of the way. As we come around here to get another attempt, Gatlin Downey has been stacking up these over the laps led points now because of all the overtime attempts that he's been leading laps in for, because every overtime attempt he adds 2 more laps to the race, so therefore you get 2 more overtime lap points. So you're getting like 4 points every time you lead in overtime, whatever. I can't even calculate it. Holy smokes. We're getting ready to go back green flag racing now. Hallelujah. 2 more laps of racing at least. Who is going to win this exhibition of a race? Let's find out. Here they come. Green flag back in the air. We're green flag racing with just 2 laps to go at least. And already Terry Lee can get to the inside right there. But here comes Matt on the inside of him. And, oh my God, Austin Dillon on the outside of him. Austin Dillon, oh my God, I think I hear him wrecking. Son of a bitch. No. We're clean. We're green. And Gatlin Downey's pulling away. As Terry Lee gets second place, here comes Austin Dillon. Wayne Carson's up to 4th. Matt On's back to 5th. And Gatlin Downey is pulling away from the crowd of the drivers behind him. We'll find the moment of truth. Is Gatlin Downey in the clear as of this moment? What's the caution lights on the backstretch say? We're green and clean. Coming to the white flag. Gatlin Downey has 1 more lap to go as long as the caution doesn't come out. Still waiting. We're clean and we're green. White flag in the air, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Can Terry Lee, last week's winner, gain on him here? They're coming around this track. Look at him zing by. Terry Lee driving his heart out. Gatlin Downey holding his breath. He had a bad first 3 races. Last week was a turnaround. This week was a miracle. This week is a miracle in the skies for him. Exhibition. An hour of trying to get this race to end under green flag conditions. Coming through the final corner. As long as he doesn't pull some crap where he goes on pit lane for some absurd, insane reason. Gatlin Downey coming through the final corners. Coming to take the checkered flag. Hallelujah. Congratulations, Gatlin Downey. You're going to become a winner in the NASCAR Panasonic Road Course Cup Series. What a race. Thank God it's over. Austin Dillon gets 3rd. Wayne Carson 4th. 5th is Matt Auten. 6th is Chris Asbury. 7th is Jamie Mack. 8th, Zachary Fitzwater. 9th, Landon Dotson. 10th, John Morris. 11th, Connor Hurley. Rounding out the top 12 is Brad Keselowski. 13th is Noah MBR. 14th is Carter Friesen. 15th is Roger Ray. 16th is Steve Larker. 17th is Sebastian Coles. 18th is Chuck Wilson. 19th is Daniel Knudsen. 20th is Chase Dunbar. Brady Farrell's in 21st. 22nd, Regan Smith. 23rd, Derek Hamill. 24th, Rico Farrell. And Ryan Newman rounds out your top 25. A points leader finishes in 25th. What a bad race for him. Nick Campbell gets 26th. 27th, Eric Benson. 28th, Patrick Smith. 29th, Jason Larker having a really bad finish to this race after running up front all through the race. And rounding out the rest of the field is Clint Boyer. Thank God it's over. Holy smokes, this race took forever. Oh my Lord. If I forget to do things at the end of this race, please don't ree me on it, because I have been sitting here for almost 2 hours trying to get this race to be over with. And there it is. There's your official standings. Gatlin Downey wins. Terry Lee finishes 2nd. Gets 2 top 2 finishes in a row. He'll be your points leader probably coming out of this race. Clint Boyer finishes last. What a race. What a race. This is probably the 2nd best race of the year. The best one being at Indy, of course, in my opinion so far. We'll take a screenshot of this. And I hope you people have enjoyed this race from Phoenix. Next week we will be heading out to Pocono for our final American race for a good couple months, because after Pocono we won't be back in America racing until October. So other than that, I hope people have enjoyed, and I'll see you people next time.